Donald Trump is weak, he is incoherent, and he is a loser. It's why I believe there is a 0% chance that he is going to debate President Biden, because then he won't be able to be coddled by the media that wants to help him project images of strength when he is the exact opposite. Just take, for instance, this interview Donald Trump gave while he's off from his criminal trial until summation takes place next Tuesday. Donald Trump spent his time off on Wednesday doing a right-wing media interview with 77 WABC in New York on a far right-wing radio program. And here's what the question was. Question to Donald Trump. You said you would absolutely testify. Why did you decide ultimately to not take the stand? Was that a hard decision for you? Trump's response, yeah, because he made rulings that makes it very difficult to testify. Anything I did in the best, they could bring everything up then. You know what? I've had a great past, but the other thing is, and the main reason, I don't even mind that, in fact. I like talking about it because we had rigged cases. New York is out of control and they can solve it with a good appellate. It's a transcript of what Donald Trump said, and let me just let you listen to it in his own words so you can hear him say it. This is like why we cover these speeches that he does, which are these, I like to call them traveling fascist circus events, rather than speeches, because it's just him just spewing a bunch of nonsense, and they're not even coherent sentences. Watch what he says on his interview with 77 ABC on the Katz and Cosby show. Play this clip.
Mr. President, in the New York City trial, your defense rested its case without you taking the stand. You said you would absolutely testify. Why did you decide ultimately not to take the stand? Was that a hard decision for you?
Yeah, because he made rulings that makes it very difficult to testify. Anything I did in the past, they can bring everything up. And you know what? I've had a great past, but anything. But the other thing is, and the main reason, and I don't even mind that. In fact, I like talking about it because we had rigged cases. New York is out of control, and they can solve it with a good appellate. We won in the Engoron case. He doesn't know anything about what he's doing, and he's totally corrupt. That's a different case. We had that overturned. We had decisions overturned 5 times. I think it's a record.
Okay, so you hear him there. He's asked on WABC why he didn't testify in the New York criminal trial, and he responds with a bunch of incoherent gibberish. He then falsely claims the decision against him in the New York civil fraud case before Justice Engoron was overturned. It was not. Everything he says is lies and it's garbled. As our editor-in-chief at MeidasTouch.com, Ron Filipkowski, states, this is a collection of very small words and phrases scrambled together in no particular coherent order, which constitutes 17% of Trump's total vocabulary that linguistic specialists could spend 6 months on and still be left not knowing what the hell he is talking about. Here, from this interview with 77 WABC, Donald Trump says that immigrants are coming into the U.S. as terrorists with very contagious diseases. And he says the Congo is sending a lot of people. And then he says a lot of diseases are coming back that previously had been eliminated. And then he talks about how we have people with languages. I mean, it's crazy. We know nothing about. We have people with languages, he says. Here, play this clip.
And now if you look, and I say it all the time, they're coming in from prisons and jails. They're coming in from mental institutions and insane asylums, which is a step above. They're coming in as terrorists. Many, many terrorists are coming in. And people are coming in with very contagious disease. It's all of a sudden you see there's a run on tuberculosis. There's a run on things that we haven't talked about for years in this country. And, it's a very horrible thing they're doing to our country. And they're coming in totally unvetted, unchecked. And they're not just coming from South America. They're coming from Africa. The Congo is sending a lot of people. But they're coming in from Africa. They're coming in from Asia. They're coming in from all over. They're coming in from the Middle East, Yemen, a lot of Yemen. They're coming in, as you know, from China. But they're just pouring in. We have no idea who they are, where they come from. We have no idea. They speak languages we don't even know about. We have people with languages that we know nothing about. I mean, it's crazy.
And again, folks, this is just the incoherent ranting and raving of a madman. By the way, I have a possible theory about why all of a sudden there are diseases that are coming back that were previously eliminated. I don't know. Maybe it's because, when you say things like this at your events. Play this clip.
I will not give 1 penny to any school that has a vaccine mandate or a mask mandate from kindergarten through college.
And just so you can see, he says this at every one of his events. This is one of the things that he continues to talk about. Here, play that.
And I will not give 1 penny to any school that has a vaccine mandate or a mask mandate.
So also, while Donald Trump's been off from the criminal trial, he's been doing a lot of very important things like signing guns for Roseanne Barr and making selfie videos of himself signing guns and sending it to Roseanne Barr. Here's Trump signing a gun for Roseanne Barr. By the way, giving away or selling firearms would be a violation of Trump's bond agreement. But here, play this clip.
We love you, Roseanne. We love you. I'm signing this especially for you. And we love everything you represent. Keep fighting. Thank you.
By the way, he looks like crap in that video. Here, he always does, but in that video particularly, Roseanne Barr, what in the world are we talking? Oh, so he sent that to Roseanne Barr. When Roseanne Barr was in Mar-a-Lago a month ago, she made this video, just so you see, this is what the Republican Party has become. This is what Roseanne Barr said at Mar-a-Lago. So she made the first selfie video to him, and then he made that video for her. Play this clip.
Hey, old bro, how are you doing? I'm here at Mar-a-Lago supporting Carrie Lake, and it was a fantastic evening, and our Trump is here being the DJ, and I've just danced, and everyone's amazed. So I'm just going to say to you, please drop out of college because it's going to ruin your lives. Do me a favor, drop out. They don't teach you nothing good. Email me or Twitter me or whatever you call me, and I'll help you with your life, but you've got to get out of college because it isn't nothing but devil-worshipping, baby blood-drinking Democrat donors. Love ya.
Going back to that interview with 77 WABC in New York, here Trump says the reason that he didn't commit a crime is because right-wing Fox hosts tell him that he didn't. Then he's got that woman who follows him around with the portable printer and gives him the articles so that he can they could give him articles that he likes or that he thinks will be favorable. Here, play this clip.
If you look at Jonathan Turley, if you look at Andy McCarthy, any of them. Greg Jarrett is incredible people. These are all incredible people. Dershowitz, incredible people. Every one of them said, this is a sham case. There's no crime.
And then here, Donald Trump attacks a member of the prosecution team, Matthew Colangelo. This would be a violation of the gag order, in my opinion, a clear violation. Play this clip.
Mr. President, it's being orchestrated by Washington, not orchestrated.
100%.
Not orchestrated
100%.
in New York State.
Well, you saw who tried the case yesterday. You saw that. I'm not allowed to talk about it. You know why? I can't mention the name. You know why? Because I have a gag order. The judge put a gag order. So
I understand there was the number 3 person in the Justice Department that was previously a DNC operative.
No, it's a very sad thing. It's all of them.
By the way, as Donald Trump was doing that, his campaign was out with new videos, not in addition to the Unified Reich video. You have Lara Trump promoting what they call the Trump Black Card. Claim your Trump Black Card. As our editor-in-chief, Ron Filipkowski, says, the Republican Party is in the hands of carnival barkers, hucksters, grifters, and con artists. The limited edition Trump Black Card and the rubes keep sending them their money. Here, watch Lara Trump's new video that she cut. Play it.
All right, folks, if you are watching this today, then I have an offer you are going to love. You are looking at the very limited edition Trump Black Card. Listen to this. This sucker is metal, folks. We have limited quantities of this card. If you want to prove that you are a true Trump Republican, if you want to prove that you want to make America great again, if you want to join us in this fight and get your hot little hands on one of these puppies today, then you are watching the right video. Come join us. Come be on the team. Come get your Trump Black Card right here.
So take everything that I just showed you and let's compare it to what President Biden's been saying, what President Biden's been posting. Here's what President Biden posted. Today we reached another milestone in the effort to protect the freedoms and liberties of all Americans. The confirmation of the 200th federal judge since I took office. Judges matter. They have the power to uphold basic rights or to roll them back. They hear cases that decide whether Americans have the freedom to make their own healthcare decisions, to cast their ballots, to unionize, to breathe clean air and drink clean water. Going forward, I will continue my solemn responsibility of nominating individuals who have excelled in their professional careers, who reflect the communities they serve, and who apply the law impartially and without favoritism. And I showed you Donald Trump speaking. Here's President Biden speaking recently about how HBCUs, historical black colleges, are vital to our nation's progress. Play this clip.
Regardless of loyalties, it's clear HBCUs are vital to our nation's progress. I mean it. That's not hyperbole. HBCUs are responsible for 40% of black engineers in America, 50% of black teachers, 70% of all black doctors and dentists, 80% of all black judges. And by the way, I put more on the bench than anybody ever has. And 100% of black vice presidents.
In addition, President Biden posted the following photo. I had a great time meeting with the Crawford family and other folks from the community at their family's local business in Detroit, Cred Cafe. Small businesses like these are the heart and soul of our communities, and we'll keep fighting to protect them. President Biden posted, in America, we leave no veteran behind, and he's there with a World War II veteran, after also commemorating the 1 millionth claim of the PACT Act being accepted, which expanded healthcare coverage to veterans, an actual policy that President Biden pushed through, in addition to improving and revitalizing our semiconductor industry, the Infrastructure Act, the Inflation Reduction Act. And by the way, you've got all of these MAGA Republicans like Lauren Boebert who take credit for the projects they opposed that President Biden's Infrastructure Act put in place. Like, here's Lauren Boebert saying, look what I brought to the district. Look, you voted against that, Lauren Boebert. It was President Biden and the Democrats that pushed that through. It was President Biden's initiative. It's just enough of the gaslighting. You voted against it. So you shouldn't be able to take credit for something that you voted against. It just shows you how shameless and how pathetic these people are. And they're all in the image of Donald Trump. Here, President Biden talks about how Trump and his extreme MAGA Republicans are responsible for taking away fundamental freedoms.
Little Rock 9 were met with vitriol and violence. Today, the resistance comes in other insidious forms. An extreme movement led by my predecessor and his MAGA Republican allies, backed by an extreme Supreme Court, gutted affirmative action in college admissions. My predecessor and his extreme MAGA friends are now going after diversity, equity, and inclusion all across America. They want a country for some, not for all. And let's not kid ourselves, folks. This is the God's truth, what I'm saying. My predecessor and his extreme MAGA friends are responsible for taking away other fundamental freedoms, from the freedom to vote to the freedom to choose. But I've always believed that the promise of America is big enough for everyone to succeed. And I mean that, everyone to succeed.
And as I said at the outset, this is why I am very confident, very, very confident that Donald Trump's not going to debate President Biden. President Biden would wipe the floor with, it's not going to be close. That's why they're already setting up, Biden's on performance-enhancing drugs, like the stupidest things in the world. Biden beat Donald Trump in the 2020 debates. Donald Trump canceled one of the debates. He showed up to one of the debates with COVID to try to get President Biden sick. I know we shouldn't, but the media gives Donald Trump a pass on that for trying to actually kill his political opponent or cause severe illness to his political opponent. Donald Trump ain't showing up to the debate. He's pathetic. He's weak. He can't even say words. He just can't. Everything they accuse Biden of, which Biden is not, they are. Hit subscribe. We're on our way to 3 million subscribers thanks to your support. Thanks for watching.
Love this video? Make sure you stay up to date on the latest breaking news and all things Meidas by signing up to the MeidasTouch newsletter at MeidasTouch.com/newsletter.